Hello and welcome. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Hanuman. Welcome to Planet Bhakti channel. I hope you are enjoying the past videos that I created, especially for Hanuman Chalisa and its meaning in English. I'm just trying to spread the words and make sure that you understand the meaning behind Hanuman Chalisa and the effect of it. Now, continuing that effort about the effect of Hanuman Chalisa, today we are going to talk about an unbelievable, unexpected result of Hanuman Chalisa to one of the devotees that has narrated. I found this experience online, and the experience was narrated in Hindi. So I'm trying to translate it into English. But this is an amazing experience. So what happened is this lady, she's a young lady. Her dad in 60s. Suddenly, one day he felt some fever and all, and they got it checked up, and it was found that he has chicken pox. Now, typically, the chicken pox you would get when you are at a younger age. Typically, in the children, you will find. But they found it was rare. However, he was treated, but there was no effect, no improvement, and day by day the thing got deteriorated. And these two girl, they were just two daughters, so meaning she and her sister were only the ones to take care of the dad along with the mom. So they had to take the dad to doctors, to the hospitals. Now one after a few days, the place that they were living in was told that you better take him to a better hospital nearby. So they took him in the ambulance, and they checked up again at this hospital and found that things are not improving better. He is to be moved to ICU. So things were really difficult. And slowly what happened is, obviously he was not able to eat for a few days, and his health was getting really weakened. uh, and then he was to be fed through a tube, ng tube. So obviously it was very stressful condition for everybody in the family. Now, one thing what she did, and she was a believer in Hanumanji. So what she did was she would keep a small booklet of Hanuman Chalisa under her dad's pillow, even in the ICU. Typically, you are not allowed to put or do anything, but somehow the nurse was kind enough, and she was allowed. Now, again, after a few days, they found that he was not able to speak and anything, but at least he was stable. So the doctor thought that he can be moved out of this ICU and moved to the regular room. Now, all the family members had to stay with him. So during the day, one of the girls, one of the sisters would stay. At night, this girl would stay. Her mom would come. All those things were going on. After a few days, one night when she was by the bedside of her father, she heard a loud noise, and a voice came out from her father saying, "No matter what you do, you can save me." Now, this was a loud and little dangerous kind of voice. So she was shocked, obviously, when her father was not even speaking for these many days, and suddenly what he said is this. And even she couldn't believe. First of all, she obviously, it was a midnight around 2 a.m. this happened. She thought maybe she was sleepy and she heard this. She was like half asleep in a way. But then she talked to the family members, and they got one panditji, like a preach, who would priest, I mean, who would understand some more details about him. So he checked, and he said maybe there are some negative energy that is doing all this to your dad. Now, in India, this is very common, but and many other places, people do believe in this negative energy and the effects of it, where the human behave, or suddenly they feel something strange behavior, and some negative effects on your health, on your different working. So anyway, they thought, okay, that is what it is. But then they had to continue their day-to-day life, which is to take care of the dad. They kept on doing it, and after a few days, doctor said that it doesn't look like things will improve that fast. So why don't you take him to home and just take care of him the same way? He has to be fed through this tube. It would take at least 4 to 6 months, okay, not weeks. 4 to 6 months before you would see any improvement, and that's when we will test him again, and we'll see what can be done, because the damage is really bad to the health. So obviously they decided to take him back to home, and everything was in bed. The dad could not speak, could not walk, could not eat, nothing. They hired a caretaker who would try to help his this lady's dad, but again they were all there at home. Now one day, I mean, they took it for granted that okay, now it will be at least 4 to 6 months that we have to continue doing it, and who knows what will happen afterwards. So one day this girl who narrated this story says that she was watching YouTube. She was just flipping through some videos, and she came across one video where the that video was describing that how Hanumanji helps and what should be done. So the suggestion was that for 11 days, what you should do is you take a small cup of like a water, put it in uh, better you take either copper cup if it is better, but any will work, any cup of a very glass of water basically. Take it and sit in front of Hanumanji's picture or any sculpted idol you have. Anything will work. Even a simple picture is good enough. And then you can just take a picture like you see on the screen and print it out. So basically, what you want to do is just take that and put a diya. It is like a candle, right? Start a lamp a diya, and then start chanting Hanuman Chalisa. And I hope this is why I kept on saying that. Please understand the Hanuman Chalisa, which there is a playlist, and I'll put a link also at the bottom. Uh, but she started doing Hanuman Chalisa. So that was suggested that you should do it for 11 days. Now she found this on YouTube, and this is why I am trying to spread the same words, that if somebody comes across this kind of miraculous experiences, and if you find the help of Hanuman Chalisa and the effect of Hanuman Chalisa, especially where I am in the US and on the Western countries, not everybody understands the power of Hanuman Chalisa, and that's what I am trying to do here. So anyway, let's continue. So she started doing it, and every night she would do this. And by the way, after the Hanuman Chalisa is chanted, now you can do this for one time, you can chant it for 3 times, 7 times, 11 times, however many times you can, based on your time and availability and other things, the situation. So she started chanting, and what she would do is, after the completion of that chanting, what you should do is you take the cup of water, and either everybody should do it, take it, or at least take it, and the who you are expecting this to be affected to. So in this case, she would give this water through the tube to her dad, and he would basically in a way drink it. So she kept on doing this for about 10 days, and it was just a regular thing. By the way, it is said that during all this kind of worshipping, you should avoid eating any non-vegetarian, meat and such things, so that it is kind of your body is pure. Now, it is also said that when you have an effect of this negative energy, the people would tend to expect eating non-vegetarian items more. So on a 10th day, I think it was a Saturday, in fact, which is considered the day of Hanumanji, auspicious day, Tuesday and Saturdays. So her dad, indicated, because he couldn't speak, he indicated that he would like to eat meat today, like chicken or something they would order. And it was strange, but obviously, she thought that okay, if he wants to do it, I will order it. So she ordered. However, her uncle, meaning dad's father, she was home, and she said, "Today is Saturday. You are worshipping Hanumanji, and you are eating meat at home. You shouldn't." So that caretaker who used to eat meat, so she didn't give to her dad, but she said, "Okay, now that we have ordered, let's have somebody take it." And then this caretaker was given that. So that way, at least her dad was not given anything non-vegetarian on this day. And then obviously her duty was to stay with her dad at night, and at night she would stay with him. So she was in the morning she would sleep. Now 11th day she was sleeping, just as a regular, after her duties she would go to sleep in the morning, so that now her sister can take care of her dad. and half asleep. She was woken up. She was like, her mom was, "Hey baby, come on, get up, get up." And she was like, "Why don't you wake me up this early morning? I just went to sleep right now." She was basically, not liking to be woken up that early, but she said, "No, no, no, look what is happening. Your dad is walking." And she was like, suddenly sprang up, sat up, like, "What did you say?" "Yes," she said, "your dad is walking. She is talking." She said, "No way." And she ran to the living room, and they were like unbelievable sight in front of them. A dad, no tube, nothing. Dad was out of the bed, walking and talking like a regular normal person. And they were like, obviously, first of all, they had to, make sure that they are awake, they are not watching any dream. Obviously, her mother was so happy, her other sister was so happy. They were fine, like they started calling people, her other sister and others, like, "Hey, this is what happened." And they called the doctor also. Like, it was just about a month where when the doctor told them that it will be at least 4 to 6 months before they would even expect any change in this condition, versus this is like totally day and night difference they noticed. So anyway, they were happy enough. The doctor said that and I cannot explain this phenomena, except I just have to label it as a miracle. I mean, obviously medical science cannot explain what happened, but anyway, this is what happened on the 11th day after chanting Hanuman Chalisa to him and drinking that water. So, my friends, if you are having a difficult time, if you are going through such condition, health issues, social issues, family issues, financial issues, try this out. Hanumanji helps. And if you remember, in Hanuman Chalisa, we have seen that basically there are few chopais that actually indicate what can Hanumanji do. And if you remember, one of the chopais, chopai number 20, it says, "Durgam kaj jagat ke jete, sugam anugrah tumre tete," meaning all difficult tasks. I mean, think about this situation, right? I mean, you can't even expect anything overnight. All difficult tasks of this world that become easy with Hanumanji's grace. Then there is another one which said, "Bhut pisach nikat nahi aave, Mahabir jab naam sunave." So this is no ghost, evil spirits, the negative energy we were talking about. If you just chant Hanuman Chalisa, that energy cannot stay longer anywhere, and they will not nikat naya, meaning they can't even come close. So guys, just remember, chanting Hanuman Chalisa, at least just say Jai Hanuman will make a big difference. And then there was one more which said, "Nase rog hare sab pira, chapat nirantar Hanumat bira," meaning all disease. And we just talked about that amazing experience, that all diseases and all kinds of pain that will get eradicated, right? They will go away. Japat nirantar, just keep reciting, keep chanting Hanumat Bira, the brother Hanumanji. As like, Bira means brother, as well as, in this case she said, I was considering Hanumanji as my brother, but Bira is also Veera, meaning the powerful person. And if you just do it, then nothing will come close. So, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this experience. If you also have any such miraculous experience, please do share, because this is not just for you and me. It is for the those who people who actually listen to this and may get some benefit out of this. So I hope you like this. Please share your comments and share and subscribe to the channel to spread these words. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Hanuman.